Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're embarking on a journey that honestly surprised me with its depth. Navigating those really crucial first weeks for any new plant joining your home. Our mission is to kind of crack open the Go Green Plant Care and Support Guide. Think of it as like your plant's personal GPS, guiding it not just to survival, but to really flourishing.
Absolutely. And I think many people, myself included back in the day, really underestimate just how critical those initial weeks are.
Right.
This guide, it gives an excellent framework for avoiding, the common pitfalls and really setting your plant up for long-term success.
Okay.
So we'll be pulling out the most important insights, helping you understand exactly what your new green buddy needs right from day one.
All right, let's picture this. Your new plant's just arrived, maybe a bit stressed from the journey. What are those absolutely vital first steps?
Okay.
The guide calls this the initial acclimatization period. It's about 2 to 3 weeks.
That's right, 2 to 3 weeks. And during this time, you want to keep your plant in its original packaging or pot. Don't rush to repot.
Okay, keep it cozy.
And place it in a semi-shaded area. No direct sun straight away.
Got it. Now, the watering part here is interesting.
Yes, this is key. You should only water the soil if it feels, and I mean completely dry.
Completely dry.
Yeah, the guide explicitly says underwatering is preferable to overwatering during this really delicate initial phase.
Yeah.
Host, I mean, does that sound a bit counterintuitive? Because it often feels like we want to, shower it with love and water.
It totally does. My first instinct is always, oh, you poor thing, have a drink. So resisting that urge is key.
It really is.
But what about helping you recover from the actual travel, the bumps and stuff?
Good point. The guide recommends misting the leaves with cold water every 2 hours.
Every 2 hours. Okay.
Yeah, that cold mist, it helps the plant recover from transit shock. It's like a refreshing little spray. And for an extra bit of help, a little boost, the guide suggests adding 1 gram of magnesium sulfate.
Oh, Epsom salts.
Exactly, just plain old Epsom salts per liter of water to that mist.
And why is that?
Well, the idea is it helps the plant absorb some vital nutrients directly through its leaves much faster. It aids recovery, reduces stress. It's quite clever, actually.
That really is.
Yeah.
Like a little leaf spot treatment.
Yeah.
Okay, but what if things go wrong? What if the plant arrives looking, rough?
Yes. This is where Go Green's support system comes in, and it's quite specific.
Right. They talk about filming an unboxing video.
That's it. They really emphasize capturing a full unboxing video right when the parcel arrives.
Immediately.
That video is basically your evidence. It's crucial for assessing the plant's condition straight out of the box.
Okay.
So if it arrives in poor shape, like entirely broken, totally dried out, just looking really bad, you need to contact Go Green right away.
With the video.
With that unboxing video, it's for, swift refunds or replacements.
And what about courier damage? Sometimes it's clearly the delivery guy's fault.
Well, the guide does state they aren't technically responsible for courier damages, but importantly, they say they'll do their best to help sort it out.
That's good.
And you can always use the Go Green helpline for any issues or questions. So there is that safety net.
Okay, good to know the backups there. So, right, we've navigated the arrival, the plant's had its little rest. Now it's time for the big move, getting it into its permanent home.
The grand debut.
Exactly. How does the guide suggest we handle this potting stage for, long-term health?
Okay, so after that initial acclimatization, maybe about a month later, or, sooner if it's really growing fast,
Right.
you should repot it into a small, 4 to 6 inch terracotta pot.
Terracotta specifically, why is that?
Terracotta is great because it's porous, it breathes, it really helps prevent the soil staying too wet, which avoids root rot, a super common problem.
Ah, okay, makes sense. And the soil.
For the soil, the guide advises using a well-draining mix, standard potting soil, or a growing medium.
Okay.
It mentions you can optionally add 1-2 grams of carbonized rice husks.
Carbonized rice husks, what are those?
They're basically burnt rice hulls. They're not essential, but they're fantastic for improving drainage and stopping the soil getting too compacted. Keeps it nice and airy.
Interesting.
Here's a really crucial point. The guide insists on using plain garden soil without added fertilizers at this stage.
No fertilizer yet?
Yep. The thinking is you don't want to overwhelm a sort of vulnerable, newly transplanted root system with a sudden blast of nutrients. Let it settle in naturally first.
Right, give it time to adjust.
Okay.
And then, right after potting, there's something called post-potting boost.
Yes, immediately after potting. The guide recommends applying 2 things to the soil: humic acid and Ridoma Gold fungicide.
Okay, break those down for us novices. Humic acid.
Think of humic acid as like a natural soil conditioner. It helps the roots take up nutrients more effectively later on. It prepares the soil, basically.
Okay. And Ridoma Gold, that sounds serious.
It's a fungicide. It's a protective measure, like a shield against common soil diseases that plants can be really vulnerable to right after being moved. A bit of prevention.
Gotcha. A protective boost. And then what? Back into the sun.
Not quite yet. After this boost, your plant needs to stay in a shaded area for another week.
Another whole week.
Yep. To recover from the repotting stress and really establish itself in the new pot.
Okay. And watering during the